Alright, so let's look at our figure here. We're working with the same figure, just a different coordinate system. We have a couple of things to help us out. Remember, you are here at the center of our AutoCAD compass. If we're going to the right, here's our angle. If we're going up, there's our angle. To the left, there's our angle. And if we're going down, here's our angle. So we're going to strategize. We're going to talk about how to get this done. Again, we're going to start down here in the bottom left corner, and we're going to go counterclockwise and work our way around to the four corners with the attempt to get polar coordinates firmly in mind. So what's the deal? It says give us a first point. And again, you know that your first point is always absolute. Your first point could be any coordinate you want, or as I said earlier, you can just click anywhere on the screen. Everywhere you click has a coordinate, and AutoCAD will record that coordinate, right? For our next point, if we go from here to here, we're going to say, AutoCAD, forget about the number line, forget about the origin. Just go from my last click. And then what is our distance? Well, left to right, our distance is 3. And then we're going to use the less than sign to indicate we want to give it an angle. And if we are here, what angle are we going to use? That's right, 0. Okay, now we're here. We want to go there. So AutoCAD, forget about the origin, @ sign. What is our distance? 2.5. And what is our angle going straight up? 90. All right, now we're here. We want to go to the left. So from the last point, what is our distance? 3. What is our angle? Going straight to the left from wherever you are is an angle of 180. Great. Now we're here. We want to go down here from the last click. What is our distance? 2.5. And what is our angle? Straight down will be 270. All right, so here are the bearings we're looking at now for working around our figure in polar coordinates. Let's hop over in AutoCAD. Okay, starting the line command, moving to the right. We're going to say at 3, angle 0, enter. And there's our 3-inch line. At 2.5, angle 90. There's our line straight up. At 3, angle 180. Takes us to the left. At 2.5, angle 270. Brings us straight down. Alright, so here are our distances and our angles, or our distances and bearings that will take us around here. Notice that to go to the left or to go down, I don't have a negative distance, right? Distance is always going to be positive with polar coordinates. Now, if you're a person who is terrified of math, you might want to just plug your ears for about a minute. Okay, but if you're a person that's not too terrified by some basic math, I want to show you something. And it's related to the angles here in polar. So on page 10-16, we have a gigantic compass for you to use. And I've had students take this and go down to Office Max and have it copied onto a piece of clear transparency. So you can kind of pick it up and move it around, right? So wherever you are, well, that's the center point. And then you can line up 0 with horizontal and then figure out which angle you need as you're working around. Now, what I want to show you is that this is 0, and this is 90, and this is 180, and this is 270, right? And the angles increase as you go counterclockwise. Well, if you go the opposite way, you can go the opposite way you can go clockwise, but the angles will be negative angles. So what does that mean? It means if you want to go straight up, you could say 90. If you want to go straight down, you'd say 270. But if you were looking at it from a clockwise point of view, 270 is also negative 90. Yeah, negative 90. And going around to here, well, that'd be negative 180, which is the same as 180. And this one, right, all the way around, well, this is negative 270. So we take a look and we see here's 45. Well, this one down here, this would be negative 45, right? It's 45 less than 0, or 45 from the 0 in a clockwise direction. So if you're comfortable with that and you want to use negative angles, you can, but you don't have to. All right, so taking a look at our assignments, our practices here, we are drawing the square, the rectangle with polar coordinates, and then we'll go down and draw this shape here with horizontal and vertical lines using polar coordinates. Again, we have our little hint to get you started and our compass. On the next page, check it out. Working with angles, well, this says it's 45 degrees, right? So all of the edges are 2, and it's 45 degrees here. Now, just keep in mind, when you want to make this line, even though it's 45 degrees from here, it is not 45 degrees from here, right? So think about what that angle would be. See, it's 90 plus 45, right? And when you get up to here, you got the same deal. We've got a line. We got a line. Here is 0. Here's 180. This would be 45 degrees past 180. So we might have to do a little bit of math to work some of these angles out, right? Now this one here, if straight down is 270, and we want to go 45 degrees more, well, we're talking about adding 45 to 270 to get this angle here. Right, so we might have to do a little bit of arithmetic to figure out our angle. So see if you can draw the rhombus here, and then we'll head down here, draw this little boomerang shape, and if we can knock these 4 out, then we've probably got a pretty good handle on how to work with polar coordinates.